I bow to all the seekers of truth. It is very important that we should know what is the truth. Instead of that, we get lost because we are all seekers. We are seeking because we are not satisfied with our life, with the life of others, with the life around. Somehow or other we feel restless. And we don't know what's the matter. Now some have become very ardent seekers, very ardent. And they are trying to find out what should they do, how should they find out the truth. There are also so many people in this world who come down from all over the world to tell you about the truth, to talk about the truth. But behind it is something else. They are not real people. Most of them are not real. At least I cannot name anybody now. They are there just to it's a business. Even religion has become a business. If you see, every religion is nothing but a business. They all want to make money out of you by saying that they represent a particular religion. But if you go deep into it, you'll find that after following all these religions all your lives, what have you gained? What did you get? What is the ultimate result of it? Did you get your peace of mind? Did you get what is promised? You couldn't get it. Because religions also got deviated from the real path of reality. Now getting into business and making business out of people is not the way you can find the truth. You can't pay for truth because it exists, it is there, and it will be there. For you to pay anything for it is a falsehood, it's wrong, it should not be done. All right, you can pay for something else, but not for truth. Truth cannot be purchased. This is one thing I want to tell you at the very outset. Now, what is the truth? The truth is that you are not this body, this mind, these emotions, this ego. But what are you? You are the pure spirit. Unless and until you become the spirit, you cannot realize what you are, what is the reality about yourself. The whole quality of life, whether it is in the Eastern or the Western world, is all in a doldrum. They don't know what's happening. Why are we losing all the grip over all the value systems and everything? The reason is we are not in the area of the truth. Some scientists like Einstein has said that if you go beyond your mind, then there's an area called torsion area. And if you can go into that torsion area, then what do you get is the cognitive science. Can you hear me, all of you? Or is not? All right? So this cognitive science is a science of the beyond, something which you cannot conceive through your mind. Not that mind is a useless thing, but through mind you cannot achieve it. So you have to go beyond the mind. Now how do you do that? How to go beyond the mind? That Einstein has not said, because he himself was a born realized personality, so he didn't know how to explain that area. But he said that even his theory of relativity came to him through this torsion area. I mean, the scientists have reached that stage where they have to say that there is a torsion area which we should enter into. All of us have that. It's not only some people have it, some people don't have it. But only thing is how many have reached there. Unless and until you reach there, you cannot know the reality. Whatever you know is only book knowledge. It doesn't give you any joy, it doesn't give you any peace, it doesn't give you Any personality doesn't improve even your quality of life. So, one must know that the Creator who has created us cannot leave us like that, you see. He is worried about our evolution, and He has brought us to this stage of human awareness. So we are human beings, we have human awareness. But what do we have to do after this? After this human awareness, we have to reach a state of a higher level and of the spirit awareness.
They can't hear you, Shri Mataji. I'm sorry, they can't hear you.
On the way.
Is that better?
Now, can you hear me?
Move it up closer.
But why such a minor stuff?
Is that
अब सुनाई दे रहा है? नहीं सुनाई दे रहा तो कहो. All right? Thank you. I have said most of the nice things before. So, what I told you, that as Einstein has said, Einstein said that you have to go beyond your mind, beyond your human awareness. And for that, our Creator has created within us a possibility. There is the power within us about which you have been already told. And this power exists in all of you. Whether you are a Canadian, Indian, American, English, anyone, you all have this power within you. Whether you are black, white, brown, whatever you may be, it is there. That means how can you differentiate among human beings? They are all just the same. By calling yourself by something you don't become. Because everyone has got this power in the triangular bone. And this power existed, and people knew about it even in Greece, because they called this bone as a sacred bone. Now this sacred bone, triangular bone, is within all of us, and in certain position that it is facing upward. Now this power group is there within us. Whether you are a child, you are young or old, middle-aged, anyone, they all have this power within them. Now the question is, what do we do with this power? This power is just like now I was talking to you on this mic, that you are to be connected. You are to be connected to that torsion area. And how do you connect? Through this power which rises within you, passes through 6 centers, open the 6th center, which is actualization of a baptism. Those who are Christians should know there has to be actualization. And then you become one with that all-pervading power of divine love. So, when it happens, you start feeling the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost, cool breeze of the Param Chaitanya on your fingertips. As in the Quran, also Muhammad Sahaba said that when your resurrection will take place, your hands will speak. They will tell you what chakras are there, what's wrong with you, and how to feel your own chakras, means self-knowledge. You know your self-knowledge on your fingertips. It's a fact. It has happened to thousands and thousands of people, and it's happening to so many of you. I don't know why. Like in Russia, where there was such a horrible thing called communism, people were so much oppressed, so much tortured, and they receded back into themselves. There we have thousands and thousands of people. I cannot have a program in a small hall like that. I have to have a hall there that you can call a big stadium or something. In every place, That torture and that suffocation has taken them to the real seeking of the truth, and once they find it, they are there. They are just there. They grow so fast. I'm amazed at this Russian. Indians I can understand in India because this is a well-known fact that every human being's aim of life is to get self-realization. It's absolutely written clearly in all the scriptures. Same about Christ. He said, know thyself. Again and again, he said, know thyself how. And that is what happens to you when you become a realized soul. There's a personality within you, which is not expressing itself only. It's just very, I should say, superficial personality that you know about. But inside there's a very deep, beautiful personality. And that is to be enlightened and awakened. And this is what happens in Sahaja. Sahaja is with. Ja is born with you. Born with you is the right. This is your birthright to get your self-realization. If you are a human being, you all must get your self-realization, and now is the time you should get it. Don't avoid it and grow into it, because this is the last judgment. If you want to go to false people, pay them money and do all kinds of nonsense, go ahead. It's your judgment. But the real judgment is that you should know yourself. You must have the experience of that knowledge. If you don't have that experience, just because it's customary to do something, you are doing something. And if you are just doing it because it's a fad, or maybe it's a fashion, or because you are born to a particular type of madness, you are doing it, that's no good. Because why waste your life? Why not achieve this? It is within you, it's your own. It is there. You don't have to do anything for it. It just works like that. With this, what do you get? You may ask me, Mother, what do you get? Because I told you, what did you get? Now, firstly, you get a tremendous creativity. Now, you've seen somebody playing this difficult thing called sarod. I mean, in India, people practice for 7-8 years, they can't. And here there's somebody who practiced for 3 months and gets it. How? There are many people like that I've seen who have never known Indian music, and it's such a difficult thing. And they sing such difficult ragas in 3-4 months' time. How do they do it? How are they managing it? From where is this energy coming? There are very many also artists in India who have achieved a big name. They have achieved a great success after coming to Sahaja. So what happens is, the first thing is your creativity becomes tremendous. You start understanding, seeing things. You watch and you see. But the beauty of it you don't appreciate and understand. It starts like you become a big artist yourself and enjoying the other artist. There's no jealousy, there's no competition, but just you enjoy. You enjoy each other because it becomes another dimension in your awareness, that you become collectively conscious. You know what others feel, you know what they want. You feel one with so many thousands of them all over the world. Whether you go to Russia, or you go to India, or you go to China, anywhere, if there are Sahajogis, they'll just go, come and treat you just like their own kith and kin. It's not possible. Even our own brothers and sisters don't behave like that. But if you see how the Sahajogis behave among themselves and how collective they are, how beautiful they are, it's very surprising. I don't know if this democracy has done any harm to us or has brought something problematic things on us. But in the democratic countries, I find it's very difficult to talk to them of reality. Like in America, you'll be amazed. I went there first time and I got such a shock. I said, look at these people are going after a boy who says he's 14-year-old or 16-year-old and who was just making a fool out of them. And he made lots of money, but he was sensibly retired. Others went on and on and on, they got destroyed all of them. How could you run after such people who themselves are not in their own senses? You can purchase them, you can retain them. Can you do that to a person who is spiritual? But if you become stupid about it, if you don't want to see the point, then nothing works out. You have to have minimum of understanding that this is not the main thing. Main thing is to get to reality. Did we get to reality? Did we know about our centers? Of course, it's true that with Sahaja Yoga, so many incurable diseases have been cured. I mean, they say it's a miracle. To me, it is not. Because all these chakras, all these centers are responsible for our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual being. Cancer can be cured. Of course, it can be cured. We have cured cancer, no doubt. But we are not doctors. We are not busy with that. What we want you all to get your realization first. So you don't get cancer. And if somebody gets it, you can help that person. Because you become so collectively conscious. You become so collective. Something happens to somebody somewhere, the whole world is worried about that. And they all want to meet them and do something about it. It is not something so superficial. It's very deep and dear. It's a thing for people who are really genuine and trying to find out the truth. Those who are not genuine, for them there are many other shops. One can go there. But this is not a shop. This is a blessing from the divine that you get your self-realization. I don't know, I've been speaking, my throat will show you. I've been every day speaking to thousands and thousands of people. But see, speaking is not the way you can get it. Actually, it is the Kundalini awakening, which is very important.